do yourself a fucking favor and you see this braiding shop on Caton Avenue in Flatbush, don't you ever fucking play yourself and go there. When I tell you they played in my fucking face today, they played in my fucking face. When I tell you the how livid I am, like I don't even know if I could formulate this story properly, how tight I am. Okay? I get up 7 a.m. I stayed in my grandmother's house in Canarsie just to get here on time. We got up 7 a.m., drove my car, paid the meter, got inside at 8:57. I get there, people are like, I want Senegal braids. Not braids, I mean Senegal twists. So now they like, oh, we got to wait till somebody who could come because I have a short haircut. So I'm like, all right, cool. It's now they telling people, oh, she want knotless braids. I do not want knotless braids. Stop lying. First of all, they pissed me off with that. They're like, oh, she want knotless braids. Why would I want knotless braids? I don't got no damn hair. Stop playing with me. I told you I want Senegal twists. So now 9:45 rolls around. Somebody eventually takes me. She gets started on my hair. Fine. She's doing the twist. I want to say she did about 12, 13 twists. A lady walks in the door and say, oh, I'm here for my appointment at 9:30. And the lady's like, oh, it was 9:30 and it's now 10 something. So I started a new person or whatever. And she's like, oh, no, I told them I was running late. And she's like, oh, they ain't tell me. Mind you, I'm in a chair minding my business because this has nothing to do with me. I'm sitting here listening and watching my show on Hulu, minding my business. She's twisting my hair. She gonna fucking touch my arm and like, oh, my customer's here. What the fuck is that supposed to mean to me? Unless you have somebody somewhere else to place me, that has nothing to do with me, because if you knew you had a customer, there's no reason you should have took me. You should have contacted your customer to see if she was running late before starting me. I've been here since 8:57. Please stop fucking playing with me, miss. Please, for starters. So I say, you know what? Take it out. Take it out. I don't care. She's like, oh, you gotta wait. No, I don't have to wait. You're gonna take this out right now. She takes it out. Or whatever. I'm tight. I already called my backup hairdresser because I'm like, fuck it. Even though I wanted to get my hair, twisted, I'm just going to end up getting a short haircut. So I already was tight, but the next part is what really dragged it. This other lady inside runs after me. Like, oh, the owner of the shop is like, we have another shop downstairs. We have another shop downstairs. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I was still tight, but I'm like, I really want my hair twisted, braided. Go downstairs now, and everybody don't know nobody knows what's going on. They saying, oh, Fanta said to take her. It's two people and one person had already, and other girls is doing other stuff. So now they sit me in this chair like, oh, like they're gonna take me right now. So the girl ends up complaining, and I'm not mad at the girl, because if y'all set up an agreement where two people is going to be doing her hair so that she gets out early, that's a discussion that y'all set up with her. That has nothing to do with me. Why would you chase me down, run me down, make it seem like you're going to get my hair done right now just for the lady to sit me down, act like she's about to start my hair, and then proceeds to go back to do the other lady's hair? Everybody in the shop is livid, like, y'all just brought this lady downstairs and didn't tell us. The communication was so fucking poor. Fanta, I fucking blame the fact that why would you call that lady and tell her to tell me to go downstairs and you didn't communicate that with your staff? When I tell you the level of unprofessionalism, and it's so crazy because I believe they do good work in there because I've been there before. But the fact that y'all were playing my face like this today, y'all will never get $1 from me. Y'all would never see my fucking face again. When I tell you it took everything in me to not go absolutely ballistic, I grabbed my things and I proceeded to fucking leave. I called my backup hairdresser and I'm like, that's it. Like, when I tell you, 0 stars. 0, 0, 0 stars. Because the way you dealt with me today, absolutely unacceptable. When I tell you hot, like, I really felt like I was going to fight. Like, that feeling that you get when the heat just starts to boil you because you just like, I have no words. I'm ready to go off. Because why would y'all ever play in my face like that, knowing I've been there since 8:57 this morning? Knowing I put money in the meter for my car. I drove all the way out here. I don't even live out here. I live in Long Island. Okay, I made preparations to be here. And that's how the fuck y'all carry on? Like, I'm supposed to wait? Yeah, it's clipped. It's fucking clipped.
My birthday is literally tomorrow at 12 o'clock. It's 6:20 and I am pissed because the Africans want to play in my head, and this is exactly why I don't go to the motherfucking Africans. I done cried twice, and now I'm in the midst of having to fix my own motherfucking hair because I used to be a braider. Thank God I used to be a braider. But why the fuck would y'all play around in my shit? And I hate people that if you don't know how to do something, say that. Don't do my hair, because it's probably cute to y'all, but it's not what the fuck I asked for. I'm literally gonna have to go through one braid, one by one. So I guess when I get done, I'll show y'all what it look like. Why not do this? It's so ugly. My birthday is tomorrow. I'm trying to be cool, but God.
I told you. No, you do not. Okay. I told you I don't like it. I don't like this. This is not the way I wanted my hair. And you're taking a video against my will.
Yes, because we need proof.
Proof of what?
You don't cut your hair.
I'm not talking about cutting my hair. I said I don't like the style.
I know.
How are you proving that you don't cut my hair?
Video to make sure you don't come back to say we cut your hair.
I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't dare do that to you, lady. I never do it. I told you I don't like my hair and you got mad. No, I told you. Well, I don't have nothing to. I'm not some people. I'm me. I'm not some people. Just because I said I don't like my hair, you're mad. And if I see a picture of me anywhere, you will. I promise you, you will have a lawsuit because I told you don't put my face in nothing. I don't like it. I don't like it, and I take you, and I got you. It's fine. I got you too. Get that phone out my damn face, woman. Get that. I told you don't get that phone out of my face. Of what?
You don't come back to say we cut.
I'm not gonna tell you cut my hair. My hair is short.
I can't trust you.
Get that phone out my goddamn face. I told you get that phone out my damn face. My damn piggy. Just because I don't.
There is no reason why I got my hair done less than a week ago and it already looks like it's been in my head over a month. Sunday, I went to the salon. I got boho braids. I give them the pack of hair. They sit down, they start braiding. Confidently too. So I'm assuming this is about to be great. The girl braided my hair. She was low tension. I'm like in heaven. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be great. Fast forward to the end of the service. She rolls my hair, dips it, unrolls it. You're ready to go. I look. Why did I see that she dipped the curly hair too? This hair, she dipped all of it. Now, that wouldn't be a problem if it was human hair, but it's not. And they sat and told me, well, you should have bought human hair. I mean, that was an option. Or, better yet, as the stylist, you should have, one, taken the time to look at the hair I gave you so you knew what you was working with before starting. Or two, ask me what kind of hair it was. Because we all know there's human hair and then synthetic hair. There's two options, and not everybody can afford human hair. So again, as my stylist, wanting to provide a good service, you should make sure that you ask all the appropriate questions to make sure that the service you provide is the best you could possibly provide. So whatever, there's that. I already knew that was going to be an issue. I said whatever. I figured I can figure out how to fix that. Cut the hair out like I'm doing, or redip it, whatever. I wasn't really too concerned about that. Unhappy, yes, but not too concerned. Tonight is Thursday. I'm sitting here, cutting the hair out. And as I'm going through braid by braid, cutting the hair out, guess what I notice? My hair itself is not braided well. Like, again, guys, this is not even a week of braids. Why is my hair, which is the black hair, already coming out at the ends? Like, why is it already frizzy as if it's been braided over a month? Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. So at this point, I don't know. I feel like I want to say I want to stop getting my hair braided, but to be honest, I'm a black girl and we don't really feel like dealing with our hair that often, and braids has traditionally been the way that we, keep our hair looking decent and appropriate and not have to deal with it. But I'm not going to be spending the kind of money I'm spending on getting my hair braided if within a week it looks like crap. Like, guys, I can't even express to you how upset I am right now. Like, I'm really contemplating taking my hair out, and I don't want to do that because I literally just paid for it, just sat down for the 5 hours. I literally just went through this process. I don't know. And before anybody comes into my comments talking crazy, I will say they did attempt to rectify the situation by giving me a discount once they noticed, the hair was messed up. And also, to add to that, this is a salon that I've been going to for a while. So I think what really adds to my frustration is that I know there are stylists in that salon that can do the work. But it's just annoying that you gotta play Russian roulette with the stylist. Like, especially when I text ahead of time, telling them I'm coming, telling them I want a certain stylist or whoever can do whatever the style is, and I still end up in these situations. Like, I know some people are like, oh, I wonder what salon she went to. I'm not going to say what salon I went to because honestly, I am going to go back because, like I said, I've gotten great service from them before. But boho braids, I will never. And just so y'all know, this is my second time doing this. So this isn't like I went into a salon, tried to do something new, and now I'm complaining without giving them a chance. This is the second time I went to them for short boho braids. That issue with that style was that the hair was legit coming out. Like, when I woke up in the morning and I started, like, you know, prepping it for the day, I would literally run my hands through it, and every day a bunch of hair was coming out. So that style only lasted 2 weeks, and it's looking like this one's only going to last about 2 weeks. And then also, look at that. Did you see how I just easily pulled that out? Again, another one. Easily pulled it out. Like, I don't know. Listen, before anybody come in here and try to talk about something, oh, you should have just bought the human hair. Like, why are you being cheap or trying to, you know, assume what my pockets is? I'm going to tell you this. I bought the synthetic hair because I had it before, and just so you all know, the colors don't really come in the human hair. Like, if you want to buy the human hair, curly hair in colors, you gotta go through so much. I gotta order it offline and wait for it to come. And to be completely honest with you, this was a very spur of the moment decision. I literally woke up and was like, I'm gonna get my hair braided tomorrow. So don't try to come in my pockets. Just don't. So yeah, this is my night. Hopefully I'll be done soon, and then I can go back because I'm also super tired. So yeah, learn from my mistakes.
I went to the 24-hour, $200 any size, any length braiding shop. Experience wasn't like everybody else I'm seeing on TikTok, so I thought I'd share my story. I scheduled my appointment a month ago because I was not playing with y'all at 9 a.m. Already booked. I paid my deposit, so I'm thinking about to get seated real quick. That didn't happen. First mistake was booking on a Saturday. Up there and I see 2 other girls waiting. We end up keying and I find out they also have a 9 o'clock appointment. Mind you, I look around and the whole building's already packed. Only reason why I got seated next was because the shop ran out of 1B and I got to sit there pretty because, you know, I wanted blonde. My second mistake is requesting a blend of 3 different colors. Before my appointment, I wanted to schedule and make sure that they understood what I was saying. Because after the appointment, I'm like, I want the blonde blend, and then they was looking at me confused. I was like, she ended up getting me the colors I wanted, and I sat there and I was like mixing it for her. I ended up mixing all the hair, which is fine because it looks kind of choppy, like the colors aren't blended fully because I was rushing to get started. My hair braided. I thought we were making good time. I go to the bathroom and I'm checking on my hair. I'm like, oh shit, she's doing her big one. The service, it says 4 hours long. Why was I still seated in that chair at 4:45? They're pushing around 8 hours. So my phone started dying. So all I could do was pay attention to my surroundings, witness not 1, but 3 different fights. The staff were even getting to it. Everybody in that building was on top of each other, so we had no choice but to become friends because we were already up in each other's personal space. I might as well ask you for your name, you know what I'm saying? Think about us going into these African hair braiding stores. Let's reconsider.
Yeah, I'm like really fucking pissed off, and I hate to be one of those bitches out here crying. But I had a hair appointment, and I live in LA, so I'm already broke as fuck. And I wanted to get my hair done for my birthday. Found somebody to wear my hair. I paid her the $50 deposit. She told me to come 10 minutes early to my appointment. I came, and she's not texting back. I had texted her early. She's not texting back. I text her when I'm here. She told me some shit about you can send the rest of the money first. And I'm like, that's weird. Like, nobody asks us for money before they do your hair. So I'm just frustrated now because I just want people's businesses to get fucking destroyed when they do shit like this. When you play with people's money, I want to play with yours. And if anybody knows any LA braiders that could fit me in before my birthday, which is July 11th, I would really appreciate it.
So I just got my hair done. And I knew I fucked up because the lady was I don't do braiders. They don't give a fuck. They don't listen. They don't listen. So I get there. I'm getting my hair done. I told her I want blonde ombre. Blonde ombre. Okay. The whole time I'm sitting there, I feel like my hair is wrong. We get to the end and she's doing my edges. Then she took a scarf off her head and tied my edges down. So she went and grabbed a lighter and started burning the ends. I asked her, I said, please don't burn my ends. She said, don't worry about it. She just fixing it. What are you fixing? Because I'm smelling my hair at this point. The lighter is up here. Finally get done. She was so excited. Told me to go in the bathroom and look at my hair. Bro, this is what she did, bro. This is not on your Instagram. You lied.
So
So I'm currently in Uganda and I got my hair done yesterday, but I think I'm done with getting braids out here because one, it's become so expensive, and two, people are moving a little bit too funny for my liking. So I booked an appointment with one of the girls that I always used to go to back in the day. I booked it on the weekend and I always ask them on the phone, what are the prices? And I make sure to confirm exactly what I want so that when I pull up, you're not hitting me with no surprises because we had a conversation. So I tell her I want long braids and I want like this size, everything, whatever. And she tells me it's 180K. It's like the equivalent of 65 Canadian dollars. That's close to what I pay back home in Toronto. That's like double what it used to be before. But I mean, I have no choice. I know she does a good job. So I'm like, let me just swallow this pill. So I pay my deposit, everything's fine. So I get to the appointment yesterday and I like to just confirm again in person what we spoke about on the phone because people really be moving funny, okay? And I'm like just confirming that the braids are 180K. And she's like, oh no, it's actually 200. And I'm like, nope, let me stop you right there. That's not what we discussed. I'm like, you told me if I want this length, it's this price, this length is that price, long is this price. And she's like, yeah, but you know, we actually got a new shipment just the other day and they hit us with a bunch of taxes, so we had to up our prices. I'm so sorry to hear that, but how is that a me problem? You told me a price, you have to honor that. If I book with you after your new policy has changed, that's a different story. How can she tell me that she didn't have time to call all the clients that she spoke to before they were hit with the taxes? So she's just letting them know when they pull up to their appointment. I don't know about you, but to me, that sounds like bad business practice. So let's look for other alternatives. So she tells me that the only thing that she can do for me to honor the price I was told is to give me a different quality of braiding hair, which is of a lower grade, but same but different type of thing. And I'm like, guys, when I tell you she was not budging, like she was not budging, and just out of principle, like I could not give her more of my money. I really couldn't. So I just settled for the lower grade of hair. I mean, it's all right. It's a bit rougher, but to top it off, okay, this is not the color that I originally wanted because I always do this color. I wanted like a blonde brownish color, right? And I show her the picture and I'm like, okay, this is the color I want. How can she look at it and she's like, oh, okay, well, if you want a mixed color, it's an additional 40K, which is like $15 extra. Now we charge for mixing hair? Am I tripping? Like, am I just so out of the know with braiders and what y'all charge for? Or is that absurd? I don't know. I was just very, very unimpressed.
Okay, so I'm gonna need all my girls who told me to go to the African braiding shop to get these knotless to come on in here and have a seat because y'all lied to me. Either y'all lied or I just got bad luck because I had the worst experience of my life of ever getting my hair done at the African braiding shop and I will never go back. And see, I just feel like God just continues to make an example out of me because he always shows me that I can't do what y'all do. I can't do what everybody do. Because how come I go on TikTok and I see everybody getting these braids and they're having the most wonderful experience and, oh my God, wonderful story times. And then it's just me who don't. Okay. So I need to stick with what I know and I'm not going back. And see, what's got me down to my last nerve is that people talking about something, but the braids are so cute. I don't care if they're cute, baby. This is not what I asked for. Okay? Don't piss me off. And not only this is not what I asked for, the experience was disgustingly horrible. Okay? Don't piss me off.
The braids left a large rash on the back of my neck and made me look like a dirt neck, y'all. I just finished taking out my braids, so what better time than now to tell y'all about my African braid shop horror story. First things first, my appointment was at 10. I got there at 9:50. I parked. I walked inside. I told her what I wanted. I showed her a picture of what I wanted. But for some reason, they still didn't start my hair until 11. Strike one. A lot of people cannot handle my hair, so I try to make it easy for anybody that's ever going to do my hair. I washed, detangled, deep conditioned everything the night before, and then I blew it out. I put it in 4 sections, and I put it in braids so that it wouldn't tangle back up. You know, they took down all 4 of the braids, and then they pulled out this little tool right here and thought she was about to comb my hair with that. I said, oh, no, who this fuck? We're not even gonna call that one strike number 2. A couple of days before when I made my appointment, I called her, asked them how long it was gonna take. They said 6 hours. She could have 2 people on my hair. I said, perfect. I dropped my baby off. I'm expecting 6 hours, maybe 7, because sometimes it could get a little bit long. But do y'all know that these people did not finish my hair until like 8:30 p.m.? Mind you, my appointment was at 10. They started at 11. They did not finish my hair until like 8:30 p.m. I go pick my baby up. Do y'all know as soon as I get home, pieces of boho is falling out? I mean, pieces of boho. And I took pictures of this immediately because I text her like, whoa, ma'am, this is not right. So do y'all know I woke up the next morning and all of the boho was matted together? When I say matted, I mean matted, like smashed, matted together. I was so damn mad. I'm like, this is the next day. And it was confusing to me because I went to an African braid shop in New York and got my hair braided, and it was down to my knees, y'all. And the boho was so cute, so flawless. It never matted up. I didn't have to braid it every night and keep it separate. I didn't have to wet it and put mousse on it. All of these things that people was telling me in the comments. I never had to do that with my other human hair. I don't like no surprises when it's time for me to pay for my hair. So I showed them the picture. We talked about it. She said it's a $200 special. It's $20 if you want synthetic boho. It's $40 if you want human. I just told her to give me human because synthetic boho don't even sound like something that I want near my head. So we had already established that. So for the hair to be matting the next day, I'm like, did they put synthetic hair in my head? Let me get into the guts of why I'm really angry right now. I knew it was coming up time for me to take my hair down because I don't really ever leave braids in. No longer than a month. They don't get no longer than a month out of me. Before I start taking my braids down, I'm feeling a little itch on the back of my neck. Like I'm just irritated back there. So I'm like, what in the hell? I pull out my phone to take a video to see why the back of my neck is itching, y'all. The braids left a large rash on the back of my neck. It made me look like a dirt neck, y'all. Oh my God. When I tell you I'm so angry, I consider not showing y'all this, but I'm gonna put the picture right there. I want to fight. That made me so mad. So now not only do I have to heal this rash, but I have to get rid of the dark spot that is going to leave because y'all really tried it. Other thing that I'm noticing as I'm taking my hair down is that the braids is not giving knotless. Not only did I discover that the parts was uneven, but there are so many braids in my head that was like braided to the scalp slightly before they started the knotless. So like my real hair is braided a couple of times, but it's to the scalp. I know knotless you could probably braid a couple times then start adding in the hair, but this was like braided to my scalp. And again, as I'm taking this down is when I'm noticing it. Let me just leave it alone because I'm getting worked up even right now.
Hey guys, come with me to get my hair braided in South Africa. So I literally just landed and I found a spot 10 minutes away from my hotel. And look at me, I'm so happy, so excited, so hopeful. Get there. Hope kind of went a little down because it looked kind of crazy in there, but I picked my color combo and they put me to work. Had me passing them the hair and everything, but it was cool. But then that's when I realized like they had roaches up in there. Also, look at that outlet. That outlet was crazy. This was the second roach I saw. The first roach I saw, one of the ladies killed it with her bare foot. Had me shook. Okay? And you would think it wouldn't get worse. Boom. Lights shut off. Okay, we are now working in complete darkness. I had my phone out using the flashlight from my phone, and then the lady had her phone out and she had it in her mouth so that she could see the top of my head, so she could finish the top of my head. And mind you, before the lights cut off, guys, I saw a mouse run in front of my foot, and the lady tried to play it off like, oh, don't worry, that's nothing. I'm like, no, I see a mouse. That's a mouse. So when the lights cut off, guys, all I hear is beep, beep, beep. Like they came out to play. You just hear the mouse in the back like beep, 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 beep. And I know they're playing with the roaches, so I'm literally in that chair crying, guys. I start crying. I'm begging them to let me go, let me leave, and they're like, no, like we're gonna finish. They had 3 people on my head to finish my hair, and then finally, you know, they let me leave and whatnot. Like they were just like rushing to let me go, because guys, I'm literally in that chair like crying, begging them to let me go, like begging them to release me, please release me. And then finally, like my phone light turns off. So this is the final result. All right, I ended up liking it, ended up looking cute or whatever, and it was all actually only $43, but I had to pay $43 and trauma for this look.
This is me at Rama's Hair Beauty braiding shop in Harlem on St. Nichols. There was a girl, 2 girls that were behind me that were arguing with the braiders about how they were doing the braids. At this point, I was like 4 hours into my braiding, and the lady was not even halfway through my head. She literally had so much hair in the back. And I can feel that she was not doing knotless, but she kept saying she was doing knotless. I asked if they had any mirrors to look at the back, but they didn't. I did take pictures, a little bit of pictures of the back. And the other girls that were sitting beside me, they were saying that the braids looked good in the back. I asked for boho braids. I can also show you guys the picture that I showed her. These braids came out nothing like what I showed her. I could feel the vibes when I walked through the door. It was extremely packed in there, They run the shop like it's a sweatshop, and they are very ghetto. Those braiders are immediately on point when you start recording. They almost want to fight. If you see a girl walking by with a bob and like a yellow shirt on, a sweater, she was over aggressive. She's probably the one that was fighting last time with the customer, and I would never go back there again. Beware.
I don't even be on that like this for real. Hi, thank you. I don't even be on that like this for real, but literally, everybody, do not go to the fucking African Genesis on Gratiot. They're dirty, they cuss at their customers, they make you sit there for 12 hours, don't give you anything at that bitch. Do not come here. This is the most unprofessional, bullshit, disrespectful establishment ever. Like, literally. I got here at 8 o'clock this morning. I'm leaving, it's 8:14 p.m. Why have I been here for 12 hours? Literally, the same people that I walked in with, they left 5-6 hours ago. Well, maybe 3-4 hours ago. And we're already done. I'm sitting the whole time. Talking about, oh, your style's amazing. I got the same style as them. Ain't shit different about that. So, I kindly ask, can I at least get $50 off my shirts? I've been here since 8 o'clock this morning, and it's 8 o'clock p.m. that I'm leaving right now. At the very least, like, I could have made it way worse. I just wanted $50 off. That's the very fucking least. You had me sitting here for 12 hours. It was on bullshit the whole time. Okay, my hair is cute. I don't care. The service at that bitch was horrible. Absolutely horrible. The service was over. You're not going to give me anything back. But I have to just go and tolerate your bad customer service. This shit irritated me so bad, bro. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do shit wrong. I was the most calm person in that bitch. So whoever. Can you give me some money? I don't give you a penny. Bro, now watch this. Wait, is it gonna catch it? Like, the end of that video, he literally grabbed my phone and threw that bitch, tried to throw it on the ground. Like, bro, getting aggressive with me because all I did was ask for some money back off my service. Like, it makes no sense to me. And then while I'm in there, somebody getting their hair done, literally one of the braiders started telling her client to shut the fuck up because she was asking her a question or some shit about her hair. Like, they're just disrespectful and rude as fuck and don't know how to act whatsoever. The things that I saw and experienced within those 12 hours there, I really wouldn't wish on nobody because it was straight bullshit and made no sense whatsoever. So, with that being said, do not go to African Genesis on Gratiot, 14148 Gratiot, whatever the fuck it is. Don't go there because they be on bullshit. They're going to waste your time, going to disrespect you, and have you sitting there looking crazy for the whole day. Almost every last one of them people in there had an argument or bickerment with one of their clients throughout the whole day. And mind you, I'm there for 12 hours straight. I've seen them have various arguments, not just with clients, but with each other too. Like, bro, just don't go. There are so many other places you can go get small braids, little braids, cute braids, but don't go there because they be on straight bullshit every fucking time. And this is why I'm never going back. Yes, it was my first time. It's my last time too, because what type of service and just shit was that? For real.
Can you imagine going to the Africans to get your hair braided? You get your hair braided, you get home, you realize you don't like your hair, it's ugly, so you go back to the Africans to, address the situation, either get a refund, get your hair taken out, or whatever the case may be, and they beat your ass? Yeah. The Africans beat your ass. Okay, y'all, this girl, her name is Hood Rat or whatever. She went to the Africans to get her hair braided. She got home. She did not like the braids. She realized she didn't like them. She said she didn't like the parts or they was too thick, or she just felt like it wasn't giving African braid shop quality braids or whatever. So she goes back up to the Africans and they like, okay, well, we'll take it out for you. And she telling them like, I want a full discount. And they like, we'll give you a 50% discount, but we can't give you no full discount. So she like, whatever. So she sits down and they taking her hair out or whatever. But she feel like the Africans talking shit. So she started popping shit too. And then they turn that bitch every which way will lose it. I don't know. I ain't never seen nothing like that.
I promise you, as soon as my scalp cooled down, I'm wearing you the fuck out. Because what? Like, why the fuck would you do that? The braids look good. Like, y'all be trying to put that hot water on these braids so it can look all seamless and shit. Stop putting that fucking water up past where the client's hair stops. Like, hold on.
the steam alone is hot as fuck, and she gonna keep doing the shit. Then she went back and did it again. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, it is not that goddamn serious to get them braids to look all sleek and neat and shit from the Rudy to the Tootie. Stop burning your fucking client's hair. For one, you're breaking their hair like that, and then two, you burning the fuck out of them. Like, ooh, baby, it couldn't have been me. Couldn't have been me, because she's screaming and you continued to do the shit. Like, I'm not paying you. I'm not fucking paying you, because now I got second, third degree fucking burn on my scalp because you want these motherfucking braids to look all sleek and neat. Bitch, get me the fuck out this motherfucking chair, because what? But you already know, while you are here, I am still doing my $225 wig install, wig included deal. So if you're interested in that, please DM me and be $40 non-refundable deposit ready. Outside of wigs, I do braids, twists, locks, ponytails, sew-ins, quick weaves. So if you want to book any of those styles, click the link in my bio or go to my Instagram to see the rest of my work.
Okay, y'all, so this is a story time of how I got my hair fucked up in Houston, Texas. So this is what they was doing in my head. And she kept asking me, like, do you like it? Do you like it? Lady, you know I don't like that shit. You can see it all over my face. So this is how I showed them I wanted my hair. This is what I showed them. I real life sitting there and took my hair down with their comb and scissors. And I sent this picture to my best friend because she thought I was playing when I said I was leaving. But if you know, like I know, you would go to SWAT African Brain Shop in Houston. I got a same day appointment and they did my hair in less than 2 hours. I mean, look at my head. Don't it look just like the picture? Don't play like that. And when y'all go, tell them Sashay.
Y'all work with me. I'm going to try to get all this in one video. Okay. So I'm here to talk about me going to the little 24-hour African braiding spot up in Harlem. Now, I go to New York, but I'm only there for 1 day. Literally in and out. I just had to handle something real quick, get in and get out. Before going there, I tried to book me a hair appointment to get my hair braided, because down here, they be tripping with the braids. I don't think they have Africans down here, and if they do, I don't know where the hell they at. But I would not be paying $350, $400 for some braids. That's not happening. So, boom, excuse me. I tried to get me an appointment up in New York. I hit up 3 different people. One was the beauty school in Mount Vernon. One was this girl that I went to school with from Mount Vernon. And one was my homegirl, my heifer. That's what I call her, my heifer. So my heifer had an appointment for the day that I would have arrived there. But she wanted to do it at 6. She had an appointment after 6. Long story short, I didn't make it to New York in time. I had to work that morning, and my time was pushed back. So I didn't make it. And the beauty school, they didn't have an availability. And the girl from Mount Vernon that I went to school with, shorty, I don't know. It was just too much communicating with her, and it wasn't happening. I gave her the exact date. All I needed was a time frame. I let her know that I was driving hours up there or whatever the case may be. And it was a lot of miscommunication. I don't understand what was wrong, but it didn't work out. So my best friend is like, yo, why don't you go to that little 24-hour spot that they got up in Harlem? So I'm like, oh, okay. So she sends me their information. I look at their page. Like what I said, they Africans. I mean, can you really go wrong with going to the Africans? Okay, so I called them and I made my appointment at 10 o'clock at night. And the whole point of me making it that late is because I already knew that I was getting there late. And I wanted to be able to drop my son off, you know, grab something to eat, whatever, whatever the case may be. So I ended up making my appointment at 10. By the time I got there, I pull up. My kid's godfather, first thing he do is shots. So next thing you know, I'm already drinking. So I'm like, bro, I'm not about to make this. So I ended up calling, and plus my other appointment, I had an appointment before that, which was at 8. So I knew I wasn't gonna make it in time. So I called them and I was like, hey, I'm sorry, but I don't think that I'm gonna make my appointment. He's like, oh, no problem, it's okay or whatever. He's like, what day and what time do you want to come? So I was like, are y'all open tomorrow? So he said yes. So that surprised me. So I was like, okay, boom. That was the 4th of July. I said, okay, boom, I could be there at 8 a.m. So he said, okay. Now, I've gotten my hair done plenty of times. I've had braids plenty of times. So I could gravitate or, you know, figure out how long my hair will take. So if I'm going there at 8 a.m., I still should be able to have enough time to enjoy my holiday. Oh, so I thought. So I get in there or whatever. So I got there 15 minutes early. And for all you folks who swear up and down, yeah, because I'm on it, I'm dragging it. For y'all who thinks that New Row is upstate New York, it only took me 12 minutes to get to Harlem. Anywho, so I get there, I'm 15 minutes early or whatever the case may be. I get in there, I say, hey, I have an appointment for Jackson. But when I walk in, it is not what I expected it to be. It's not. They had girls everywhere. It's like 10 females in there braiding hair. They getting it in. I mean, I see girls busting it out, in and out, in and out, in and out. So the girl asked me what was I getting. She said, here it just says box braids. So I said yes. I told the guy on the phone that I wanted box braids cut into a bob. I want him short. She says, okay, get in. She tells the girl to, I guess whatever I told her. I get in the chair. Shorty starts my hair. So when she's parting it, she goes, oh, hold on, back up. She asked me what color. I told her jet black. So she goes, okay. So I get in the chair. She starts my hair. Then she goes, can I see the picture again? So I show her the picture. Now, granted, I'm going to give it to her. The picture did have these boho shits. The girl did have these. I'm going to try to put the picture in somewhere. I got to ask the child to help me. It did have this. I said, without the curly pieces. She said, why you don't want the curly pieces? So I tell her, listen, I'm a plain Jane. I'm low-key a tomboy. I'm mad chill. I don't need all of that girly stuff. And plus, like, I'm not getting up, moussing my hair, detangling it. I'm not doing all that. I don't want to deal with none of that. I want to be able to get up, swap these little pieces of baby hairs, and walk out the door. I don't put on makeup. I don't do none of that. Lip liner, bliss stacks, I'm going. So she goes, oh, it's not going to get tangled. It's human hair. So I'm like, nah. So the girl next to me was like, well, yeah, when I use human hair or whatever the case may be, it doesn't tangle. All you got to do is, you know, like make sure you wrap it up at night, this and that and third. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. I was like, okay, you could give me the human hair, but I only want a little bit. She said, what do you mean? So the lady goes, what do you mean by a little bit? I said, you know how you put 3 or 4 pieces of hair on each braid? She goes, yeah. I said, I only want like 1, maybe 2. Look at what she did. Like, this is 1 braid, and it's, how many on this? Hold on. See, it's already tangled. And as you can see, this is not jet black, FYI. Anyway, I didn't notice it because I'm not sitting in front of a mirror. So all my hair is back like this, and she's braiding. So about halfway through, she got to about like right here in my head. I see a braid drop on my shoulder. I look down. I said, ma'am. She said, yeah. I said, these aren't the size that I asked for. So she said, what do you mean? I said, I want a medium. She said, no, they are. They're not small. I said, ma'am, this is small. She said, let me show you. She took her phone, took a video of the back of my head, and showed me. I can see that there's small braids. So the lady, the one who was acting as if she had to be like a supervisor because she had the fanny pack, and every time somebody was done with their hair and they paid, they gave the money to her. You don't give it to the actual girl that's braiding your hair. So she goes, oh, so what do you want her to do? Her nasty ass attitude. Well, what do you want her to do? Do you want her to make them bigger now? So I was like, well, no, she's halfway through already. Why would I want bigger braids in the front of my head? So she's like, okay. I was like, I was just letting her know that this is not what I asked for. Shorty braids, shorty parts so slow. She kept going and going over the same part to the point where I felt like my scalp was getting a little raw. So I'm like, I know my hair is not that bad. Like, what the fuck? I have another video of the day that I actually got it done. So you'll see how my hair looked before walking in, and you can see it exactly how it looked after. My hair was not that bad for you to be parting that much. So anywho, so now I realized, like, I had my uncle calling me, like, well, where you at? Like, everybody's here. So I look at the time, and I see that the time is 2 something, and shorty she didn't even get to this part of my head. So I'm like, oh my God, I've really been in here this long. I didn't even notice it. Now I did notice girls who came in are leaving, but I'm not paying attention to nothing. I don't think I was paying attention to their hairstyle, none of that. But I did notice that damn near every girl that walked in there wanted boho braids. So she finally gets done. I go to her, okay, so can you curl it up and cut it? So she goes, I don't understand what you mean. So the other lady is like, are you talking to her? What are you saying? I said, I'm asking for the bob. Like, I came in here and asked for, but I noticed that she did knotless. I never asked for knotless braids. I'm a person that sweats, and I sweat really bad in my hair. So I purposely wanted box braids because I knew that knotless braids were not going to last. More of the story is, they gave me what the fuck they wanted me to get. So after I'm done, I hand her the money. She goes, oh, that's not how much it costs. I'm like, well, the guy told me it was $180. Shorty said, that's $240. $240 where? Who finna give you $240? She was like, you have human hair. I'm like, well, for starters, I didn't ask for human hair. I didn't ask for boho, and I did not ask for my braids to be this long. So nevertheless, I didn't get the hairstyle that I originally asked for. She was like, well, you should have got the blended hair. Bitch, I didn't even know blended hair was an option. Nobody didn't gave me that. Y'all straight up said human hair. So I said, okay. I was so pissed off. So mad.
My name is Destiny Aina, and you're watching Disney Channel. Y'all, let me tell you about a time that Africans rejected me because my hair was too thick. I hate it when, other people be like, oh yeah, I'm getting my hair braided by the Africans. No. I'm Nigerian. Baby, I can say that. So basically, one day I wanted to get my hair braided. I wanted to walk into a shop, quick and easy, get it done. I get some Popeyes. I pull up for my appointment because I tell them what time I'm coming. Why I come inside, and she looks at me, and she's like, So first I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's talking about the Popeyes in my hand. Like, okay, she tripping. Like, how she gonna pull up in here with Popeyes? She don't got nothing for me. And then she's like, And I'm like, what? She was like, your hair. I said, what about my hair? You would never believe. She was like, no, you can't get knotless braids. You have to get braids with the knots. Why do I have to get braids with the knots? And she's like, no, your kind of hair, you can't do knotless braids. You just can't do it. So she calls her colleague over. I'm gonna just say colleague to respect the business. So her colleague is speaking a different language. They talking a different language. I don't know what they saying. I'm Nigerian. They probably like Senegalese. I don't know. It's just not me. It's not us. He's like, oh no, can't grip, no grip, no grip. I'm like, no grip, can. What you mean? No, I've been to people before you and they gripped hair shorter than this. This was when I had thick natural, like right now I have a pixie cuff, but this was when I had thick natural hair. Looking like, come again? I said, wait, something is not right. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm gonna just call it a day. I was kind of like hurt and distraught because I've never been discriminated against for or by my hair, and for it to happen by Africans, my fellow Africans, I said, oh brother. Mind you, the lady who was saying something, she had a perm in her hair, and it wasn't no pixie cut. She just had a perm and a little ponytail jump. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe it's a blessing I'm not going to you. Tell me why I go to another shop, and I asked them, I'm like, oh, like, can you guys grip my hair? And they're like, it's no problem. Like, we're not worried about that. Get in the chair. Y'all some brave niggas. So y'all, I get in the chair. And they braid my hair down. They braided down. They did not stop until every hair strand was braided. And it was so cute. And I'm like, yes, look at my little blonde braids. And I was just so happy. But I just want y'all to know, what one person won't do, another person will. If somebody wants to say your hair is too thick to do, especially for some knotless braids, oh, please, baby, cut that. Free that. Let that go. Yeah, no.
See, so y'all fucking lied to me about these motherfucking African shops in Atlanta. Y'all told me, go to Bonita Indicator. She's gonna eat that shit the fucking no the fuck she did. And I'm gonna tell you why you should go to black braiders like myself and not the motherfucking Africans. Mind you, I only went to the Africans because I hate sitting to get my hair braided. There was only one African braid in each head. Like, I came here because I want 2, 3, 4. If 5 of y'all get on my head, like, no. Why is only one person? So that was already a red flag. I should have fucking left them, but I didn't. But let me tell you why the fuck you should come to a black braider. Let me finish. So first of all, they do this ugly ass line on everybody. Hold on, let me show you. So first of all, I don't like how they leave this harsh line. I would never do this shit to you. So you see they part it right here. And it's a line that go from left to right, ear to ear. That shit is ugly. A black braider would never. Stair step is so much better. Like, yes, I can't see it from the front of my head, but a motherfucker from the back of me looking, that I like the stair step. You know, the purse being all different places from the back. That's just me. Now, second, they left a fucking hard line straight, like one line going. Let me show you. You see this line? I felt her starting to do it, but I already got a middle part right here. So I felt like this middle part was going to connect all the way to the back of my neck. So as she doing it, I'm like, is you about to leave this line back here behind my head? She like, no, I'm going to put a braid. So I guess she put a braid somewhere up here, but it's still a harsh ass, ugly ass, straight ass line in the back of my head. Why? She did one section over here and then the other section. That shit, I would never do that. Now that I just looked at the camera of my purse in the back, this shit is ugly. Okay, so boom, that's 2. Number 3, I thought, like I told y'all, I thought I was going to be in there since I'm getting medium and mid back. I was going to be in there for a maximum of 4 hours. No, I was in there for 6 hours. It was only one person working on my head because every time somebody walked in, they said, yes, we're going to take you. Only one person worked on my head. One person did the front and then switched out and another person did the back. That made it so fucking long. I should have just went to a fucking black braider. Like, I go to the Africans because I want a lot of y'all on my head. This shit should have only took like 3 hours, really, if it's 2 people working on your head. Number 3, they did not cut away the boho hair. It's sticking out. You see this? Why the fuck? I can't really, let me see if I, you see this? Here go another one. Why the fuck is these not cut? You know, I don't like that. I don't like that. And it's throughout my whole head. That's, okay, here go another one in the front. Wait, I just saw one. Boom. Like, why isn't those pieces cut off? That's like number 4 or 5. Number 6, when she added the boho hair, she added it on top. So you could see it's not an easy blend at all. You see this? She added the boho hair on top. You're supposed to add it under so you can't see me adding the boho hair. That's number 7. I'm still not fucking done with this list. These braids look like motherfucking box braids. I think they did box braids in my hair because there's no fucking way that these are knotless. These are not knotless. These are like backwards, reverse box braids. Okay, that ain't that bad because I know they'll last longer, but I want it knotless. I want it knotless. These are for sure. Yeah, these are box braids. That's number 9. Number 10, they always say, show me a picture, show me a picture. I showed them a picture in a video what the fuck I wanted. This is not what the fuck I wanted. And then number 11, the last and final thing that pissed me the fuck off, I brought them 2 bundles. 2 bundles of fucking boho hair. Why the fuck is it only one in my head? I mean, it's cool, but I want it thick. I want it Beyonce. I want it big. I brought you 2 bundles and you said you was going to use 2 bundles. I kept asking her. When the time was done, when she switched out the person, it's not tomorrow. I added a lot. You did add a lot, but I wanted a lot more. If y'all know some Atlanta braiders that y'all think I should check out, go on and tag them in this post because I might start me a series of can these bitches braid hair or not? And y'all always be quick to say, I'll go to the African braiding shop because they don't charge your arm and a leg like y'all. Cap. You want quantity or quality? Because y'all seen them ugly ass purse I had in the back of my head. And like I say, they getting so fucking money hungry. It's like an oil change in there. Like, that shit is weak as fuck. Like, it's not the African braiding shop they used to be back in the motherfucking...
Pav, you paid for braids but have to come home and redo them yourself.
Part 57, episode 100. Why the fuck did I go to the Africans? So, my head, I have a headache. I've had a headache since yesterday, and I didn't have a headache, like, throughout the day, I guess, because I don't know. But my head was hurting, so I was like, let me just take the top out and redo it. So, as you can see, I straightened my part. I kind of leveled this out. It's not perfect, but I wanted to minimize the work that I had to do. But this, wait, did I not take this out? Okay, I took this one out already. That, like, the pain is much greater than I thought it was initially. So, yeah, this is where we are.
Today I went to the Africans to get my hair done. I walked in, I said hello. No one said anything back. When I walked in there, it looked like a sweatshop. There were like 10 Africans doing hella heads at one time. So, okay, I gave it a chance. Why the fuck did I do that? After standing there looking dumb as fuck when I first walked in, the African said, you can sit over there. So I said, okay, fuck it. Let me sit my ass down. Sat down. The bitch didn't start on my head till 30 minutes later. Why you didn't have that hair sorted out and ready to go? I started to get the fuck up and leave. But I didn't. I stayed there. She started on my hair. When she did the first row, I knew it was going to be a problem. It felt like she was ripping my head out of my scalp. It was so fucking tight. I thought I was getting micros. So I sat there. Fuck it. I need these braids. So as she kept going, I'm thinking in my head, like, these feel way smaller than the picture I showed her. So I'm sitting there. Hours go past, hours, more hours, and I'm like, why in the fuck is it taking her so long to do this simple ass style I gave her? So I let them know as time went on, like, hey, I have to pick my daughter up from school. I didn't think that they were going to take this long. Can I come back tomorrow or at a later time? On top of the fact I am a hairstylist and I have hair to do. So I stopped the African that was doing my hair and I told her, like, hey, I got to get my daughter at a certain time and I also got to do hair. So what are we going to do? She looks at the other African and the African is like, oh, no, we have to finish it today. I said, I told you I have to go. And she said, well, we have to finish it today. I said, well, something is going to have to give. So by the grace of God, my client was able to move her appointment back with me. And my beautiful mom was able to pick my daughter up from school. And you better know I was looking like a pit bull for the rest of my motherfucking appointment, ready to bite all them bitches. So I'm sitting there, man, the other African looking at the other African. I'm looking at them like, bitch, do you want to fight? So I guess whoever was over all these Africans, the pimp of them, she came in and she kind of lightened up the environment. She cracked a couple jokes. She said, I'll help her. I'll help her finish her hair so you can get out of here. I understand. So excuse me for sounding a little slow. My head motherfucking hurt. So the older African, she came over and started helping the African that was braiding my hair. So as the African is finishing, I'm like, her fucking underarm stank. Bitch, damn. What the fuck else can go wrong? At this point, I'm like, hey, listen. Don't cut these hairs off my sheet. I dip my sheet when I get home. Whatever. Get the fuck out of my head at this point. Please. Moral of the fucking story is I'm never going to a fucking African to braid my hair. She gripped my motherfucking scalp like I was getting micros. Bitch, I've been out of high school. They hurt like, what the fuck did I do to deserve this type of pain? And I just can't do it. At this point, fuck braids. My hair cute though.
Horrific braid story time.
Hey, I can braid that, but I don't have pics.
So, yo, I showed this girl the hairstyle that I wanted. And I asked her multiple times, can you do it? She said yes. Oh, I'm so emotional. Oh my god. No. No. Let me just show you guys, because I know you're gonna cry with me. So I'm just gonna show you. Yeah. Why is it not straight? Why? And I was willing to overlook that. Why on a triangle? Why? Why are these not blocks? Like, I'm not understanding.
I really am not.